Hello, Barendipitous here. I'm just going to give a quick summary about yet another day of Morse code decoding. So forgive me for not having my face cam on or whatever. But this is going to be a shorter here. So this is the dev stream right here. Just kind of have it in theater mode. But yeah, I was informed that the title changed to this Morse code whatever thing, which I'll explain what that is. And I was also informed that there were a few more stars and a few more things that were showing up here. So I'm like, okay, well, I was debating whether to actually like decode these or not because I didn't want to sit for another 4 hours to figure this out. Thankfully, though, I'm glad I decided to today. I just moved this over for to avoid an ad, but yeah, I'm glad I decided to today because I committed to only 2 hours and I got it done in that time. So before I started decoding stars, I started looking around for maybe like different. I started looking to see what this Morse code title meant. All right, so I quickly decoded that, and it literally says, "This is a title," in Morse code. That's what it says. So there's that. But yeah, they're so that the devs have fun, clearly. What else? We have a we have a bunch of stars that were blinking before. So this is the blue one from yesterday that said Zactari. So we still have the yellow one that says Q ampersand BB or Q and BB. We have this blue one that says Zactari, and there was a red one that said Hi Mom, which was this one up here. And then there's this white one right here. Oh, sorry, the blue one back here was the one that said Zactari. This white one said Legend 70, and this is one of the new ones. This blue one that was blinking, is one of the new ones. So that one took me a little while to figure out. That one was a string of numbers that kept repeating over and over. It was a string of 4 numbers, and I could not make heads or tail of it. I could not figure out what they meant. I didn't understand what the 4 numbers would mean necessarily. The devs very graciously have given me a few hints to kind of like help me along. The numbers that I got, it could be 4 or a 5, and then another 4 or a 5, and then a third 4 or a 5, and then an 8. Some of you more astute Brawlhalla players may have recognized what this actually means. I did not. I did not really know how. I did not really know how what it meant. But then a hint that I got basically told me their stats. That the numbers are supposed to add up to 22. So that tells me that one of the stats is 8. And there are 2 stats that are 5, and there's another stat that's 4. So assuming that we have like strength, defense, dexterity, and speed or something like that. Let's see. I was writing on my notes here. But yeah, so I think the new legend's going to have 8 speed plus 2 5s and then a 4 in something. I don't know exactly what the order is necessarily, but there you go. There's the stats for you. There's another star somewhere, a small yellow one right here that I'm going to reveal that one last, actually. There was a series of twin stars somewhere up that were blinking at the same time. And so thankfully, even though they were 2 stars, like they're like, it was like a twin cluster of stars that were blinking the same exact message at the same time. And the message that I got was Void and Voyager. Void ampersand Voyager. Which is interesting. That's the second message that has an ampersand in it. So we have Q and BB. And then we have Void and Voyager. I just think that's interesting. There's another constellation somewhere in here. I'm not 100% sure. Like, it might take a little while for it to show up, but there's a little constellation that shows up on the bottom part of the screen at some point. It kind of makes an outline of the little green alien keychain thing that was in one of the earlier teasers, which I thought was really neat. this video might be a little bit longer just so I can kind of like wait for this constellation to show up. But while I wait for it to show up, well, or maybe I'll just look for a clip or something of it. But yeah, that's sorry, I'm looking at a bunch of notes here. Someone shared a VOD. Actually, here. Someone shared a clip of a VOD here with me so that I can bring it up. Let's see if I can move this timetable around so that I can show you the constellation. Because this constellation is not a Morse code. That's, oh, here we go. Yeah, okay. So it's this thing. It's this thing right here. This thing. Oh gosh, sorry. Okay. So this thing right here. This thing right here is good golly. Yeah, this thing right here is like there's twinkling stars around this now, and there's 3 dots for the eyes, and it kind of makes this kind of like a similar shape as the blob keychain thing in that back to school teaser with the phone. So I thought that was interesting. So there's that. I thought that was cool. But yeah, and then finally that small yellow star, this one right here. This was the hardest to figure out. But after you know, getting a couple of clues from the devs, and also like some of the people who were helping to watch, there was I had a couple of other fellow lore nerds that were helping me. As I was trying to figure out the letters, someone pointed out that it spelled out the name Baron, and it was confirmed by Defensive that the message is, "Hi, Baron." That's the devs being all cheeky. So there you have it. All of the messages that we have right now are Void and Voyager, Zaktari, Legend 70, Q and BB. The stats are, I think, they could be like 4, 5, 5, and 8, or something like that. And then we have Hi Mom and Hi Baron. I really got the feeling that you know, the Void was staring back when I realized that the devs left a message there for me and for all the lore nerds specifically. But yeah, there you go. Those are all of the messages that I was able to decipher with help from fellow lore nerds and a little bit of like being pointed in the right direction by Left Stick and Defensive. Thank you very much, guys, for that. Yeah. I think it's like probably like I think the names Void and Voyager are cool, but I imagine that the message that matters for most Brawlhalla players is the fact that the stats were revealed in Morse code in this this is a title thing. So that's yet another example of those who like just kind of the devs putting in these relatively simple puzzle. Like, it's just Morse code. It's just like the process of decoding Morse code is challenging. But, you know, once we got that, then we got lore nerds got the stats before anybody else. Just saying. But yeah, what do you think about what the new legend might bring? There were a lot of interesting theories that were shared. I'm going to share the full 2-hour VOD in my YouTube channel as well if you want to hear about all of that. But yeah, that's all I've got. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, all the best.